Thank you for availing your time. So recently, you collaborated with quite a few South Africans at your jazz center. You're celebrating 25 years South African democracy, performing South African songs with Tami Ntuli, Nduduzo, Vuyo Satash, and Madeline Scott. Tell me, how would you describe South African jazz?
First, improvisation. The South African music is more groove based, you know. So it'll start with like a kind of root rhythm, doom, 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 It has a different kind of time changes in it and vamps. And there's a quality of sound that's related to the singing, kind of dark, heavy sound, and the kind of phrases that like the way McCoy plays. You know, it's that kind of phrases that have the imprint of the culture on it. And you know, just the sound and the tradition, the triadic sound. But still, when you get to Becky and you know, and Duduzo and that, they play all the chords like Monk, and they have different influences. But it has a sound and an accent to it.
I mean, you've been described and even could often be criticized, you know, as a staunch traditionalist of jazz. With the youth exposed to so many genres of music, how do you try best to keep them interested in studying jazz?
Well, they need education. You know, I would think that if you're young, or a large part of being young is to become educated. With the kind of 1950s movement in America towards exploiting young people as a market, we lost our way. And we started using young people as a barometer of taste. Why? And even when I was young, I felt that. Because when you exploit generations of young people, why am I following a 15-year-old's taste? There's no reason for it. So I feel like I'm really an exponent of education and letting young people know what is there. And I'm more interested in that than in selling a product to them that exploits their sexuality. Or in using curse words and all this to be provocative. I always tell them I was cursing before y'all was born. But that's not a product. So, you know, I'm heavily invested in education. And I always invite the young into adulthood and try to reverse the kind of belief that adults should follow kids. There's no reason for us to follow them. Let them follow us. Even all the videos just titillating them and all stuff, we know more about that too. So, you know, that's, and if I always tell any person, if you doubt it, would you follow yourself when you were 15?
Yeah.
If you go back in your life, do you want to go back to thinking what you thought when you were 16 years old? Well, why do you want to follow a 16-year-old? So I'm not trying to sell products to kids. I'm trying to educate kids.
Okay.
You know, and if that makes me a bad thing or a tradition, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I'm actually happy because I don't want to be what all this other stuff is.
Yeah.
I want to be the opposite of it. What I see being celebrated and what I see being, I don't want to be that. And I didn't want to be when I was a kid. So it's not age. I'm on record when I was 21, 22, I never wanted to be that. I always wanted to be more than that. And that's what my wish is for our kids and our young people. Be more than what we were. Be more. Don't be a commercial exploitation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And that's why education is so important.
Definitely. And, you know, I've watched a couple of YouTube videos of you, especially in your younger days, you know, in your 30s. There's especially this particular song, Cherokee, you know. You seem sometimes quite hard on yourself, like especially in that solo. And compared to these older, more recent videos of yourself, there's quite a shifting change. What would you tell your younger self? Because you seem quite hard on yourself back then.
No, I don't know. I still, now, I don't know. I was trying to play in time, you know, just, but still I'm trying to, I don't, it's hard, you can't compare yourself to yourself. You know what I mean? You don't, to
Is
me,
there anything that you would tell your younger self, like, hey, don't be hard?
Be harder.
Be harder.
Be harder.
Is that what got you into?
Be harder. Be harder. I always would say, if I knew then how uphill this was, I'd have been more.
Wow.
I would have came with more intensity when I was talking and everything. I went to more schools. I went to a lot. Thousands. But it wasn't enough. And I tried to have integrity and be for real. When I was young, 18, 19, 20, I was representing.
Yeah.
And being hated on the whole time. I would have been more. If I could go back then, I'd have been, damn, you didn't be like, oh my God, turn this dude down. You already were like that, but I would have been more.
Oh, wow.
And when you get older, you can't. It's just you change. You can't. You get a different type of intensity. You want other people. You start trying to create space. Like, okay, let the other younger people do it. Let them come with this fire. Let them. But everything is so commercial. It's hard for them to be fiery. They always try to figure out how to be stars or how to make money or be celebrities. For me, I never wanted to do any of that. I wanted to just play. Because I had my father as an example. He didn't respect celebrities or stars. He would laugh at all that. When I won my first Grammy, I never forget, we were in Los Angeles, and my father had sat through the show, and he noticed nobody could play. So it was like 1980, I don't know, 85 or something. So my daddy was in the room, and he was like, yeah, man, wow, that was the Grammys, right? He was shocked by how sad it all was. He said, that was the Grammys. So he said, well, yeah, I'm glad you won. I was trying to go to a party. I said, man, I got to go to this party, man. Yeah. And my dad looked at me and said, yeah, man, it's good. You won some awards. Then before I went out, he looked at me and said, but you don't think that this means you can play, do you? Wow. Like he wanted to make it clear. And I looked at him and said, man, come on. I'm not a pop guy. That's just not what I am. This stuff is not about nothing. People don't even... You get a sheet of something like that, you haven't even heard most of the records you're voting for. It's popularity, it's not. So I looked at my daddy and I said, come on, man. You do better than that. I've been practicing my whole life not to be think that this, I play better than Clark Terry or any great musicians that deserve these awards. Plenty of people deserve this before me. I'm young, I'm getting publicity, okay? So, but I like the way he said it, because he was half joking. Because, he don't care about none of that. Yeah. He said, you don't think this means you can play, do you? Oh, wow. So I said, nah, man. I was like 22. I said, no, man, I'm going to be trying to learn how to play my entire life. I was practicing my horn last night, and I was trying to, I was just playing a long tone, and I thought about how I could hold a note for a minute, but I start to really get tired of 50 seconds. So I said, I want to play this long tone until I get to 50 seconds, then I'm going to act like that's the beginning of the long tone. Okay. So I want to develop my endurance now, my older years. So I'm going to use that end of that long tone to be a symbol of it. Because, symbolic thinking is very powerful. Yeah, true. And that's how I feel to my younger self. I say, man, you ain't being hard enough. You're not, and I worked hard then. I was up early, I wrote music. I played, I was on the road, but I would be more. I stayed up all night playing in club. I had a good time too now. I did dumb shit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I got plenty of evidence of it. I did plenty of dumb shit. But I grew up, I was always in bands, always out all hours of the night. Even for the time I was 12 or 13, I was always playing with men. So I wasn't like a person who was in practice from studying. I had that aspect to my personality, but I also had the ignorant aspect too. Okay. And,
so as long as you do have time to play.
Well, I always encourage my students to a level of ignorance too. I say, hey, you got to engage in ignorance because you got to know from an experiential standpoint, and that way you don't have a lure for you. You're not looking at it like I wonder what that is, because it's what it is.
Yeah, and tell me, Mr. Marsalis, winning a Grammy from such a young age, 22, you've achieved so many accolades. Is there anything else that is left in your life to achieve, aspire to? What?
Yeah, I want to be better. I want to be more humble. I want to have a more positive impact on people who like my music. Get deeper into it, write more sophisticated music. I have a lot of ambitions to do with music I want my students to do. I want them to do good. I want them to be empowered and strong. I don't want them to feel like they got to just be popular or just. I want them to, I want them to be able to counterstate what's going on out here. And with humility, not with arrogance, but I want them to be strong. And if people misconstrue it as arrogance, I want them to be arrogant. And even if they counterstate me, I want them to be strong.
And if not for music, what else would you have been doing with your life?
Anything, you know, I mean, I would have did whatever. I like to work. I always had a job. Since I was 8, I worked.
Oh, wow.
I did every kind of jobs, you know, any jobs around. I worked in a gas station, I always worked. Cut lawns. I would have did whatever. I don't have a hierarchy about jobs. I'm glad I'm a musician. It's a blessing for me. I saw my father struggle. Always his whole life trying to feed his kids playing music. It was real hard for him. So, because of his struggles, I was given the opportunity to not have to struggle that hard, anywhere near that in the music. But my own struggle was, you know, in the perception that I had an understanding into practice and work. So, because I always had worked, it was not.
Yeah.
And even now, I like to work. I embrace it.
Yeah.
You know, now we're going to put out 100 records in 5 years at Jazz and Lincoln Center. And we've already put out 5 of them. So we, in the concerts we're going to play here, you'll see that all of our musicians, we're here to work, we're here to play. So you notice those 2 words, work and play.
Yeah.
So we're serious about playing.
You were here back in 2011. You're back again now, 2019. Tell me what's...
Too many years.
Yeah. What's different this time around with your visit to South Africa? What can we expect?
Well, I have the big band now. So before it was just a small band. But the big band is my main group, is what we do. So the small band comes out of the big band, but the big band is our identity. We have a huge library. We've been playing for 30 years, and we are very dedicated. So we're doing some education, which I did last time, but we're doing now. We have more forces here. Okay. Members of the orchestra out doing it. We're playing with the Czar Big Band. We're going to collaborate with them. We have our guests we're going to play with, and they're going to come and play. Tandy and everybody. We're going to have a great time playing with them, playing music from this tradition. Then we're going to do a night of Duke Ellington's music. Our band was founded with surviving members of Duke Ellington's original orchestra. In my septet, we were in our 20s, and they were in their 60s and 70s. And we are going to play another concert of our music, contemporary music that we write. And we up in here. We here to make a statement about our music and to play. Yeah, we here to play. And then we're jazz. Like we're jazz musicians. Okay, it's not, a lot of times our music is so much commercialism around it. A real jazz musician feel like they have to apologize. I never felt it. I never apologized for it. I love the music. I come from it. And I'm ready to stand against, even if it's a whole world of criticism, of those kind of commercial elements, those elements that want to take the heart of the music out of it and present the people with something fake. It's been a joy for me to be able to be against that. So I appreciate that opportunity too that I've been given to fight this all these years. And I hope I've been given some more years to do that.
Thank you so much for your time.